A lot of people don't see relationships as
Like
this is a team.
Yeah, team effort.
Effort.
Just like friendships, team. Like we are a team, and your family and the closeness of that, like team. So do you feel like there's a difference between expectations and standards? Because even for you and I, when we walk into certain rooms and when we do certain things, I expect that you're showing up as my team member, especially if we're there for something specific that I'm doing for filming or whatever. Or if I show up to anything that you're doing, you know, with you speaking or with you, whatever, I'm showing up as a team player. So it's like, do you feel like there's a difference between expectation and standards?
Yes.
Okay, break that down.
For me personally, my expectations and then my standards are like in two different columns.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start off with my standards since we've been hammering down on the expectations. My standards are more in line with, okay, like characteristics and how I navigate, and just like a certain standard of, you know, how I'm going to present myself, how I expect others to present themselves in different types of settings.
Right.
So that's how I look at my standard. But with my expectations, like that's me coming in, like I expect this to be like that. If I'm coming and then, you know, you late but I ain't gonna hammer down on nobody that's late.
This dude be so late for stuff. And I'm like, Avery.
I cannot get nowhere on time to save my life.
We ain't gonna talk about the culture being involved in that. But,
listen, nothing. Listen, I'm gonna stand alone on that one,
right?
Because I'm probably later than that.
So this brings up a good point. So what I'm hearing is maybe how, you know, myself, some of you guys, other women out there, it's like having a standard and having an expectation are two completely different things. I think that sometimes having having expectations of certain things, especially when you don't know someone or not familiar with someone's habits or condition, is dangerous. But within your being, having a standard of like, well, I have a standard of being talked to like this, or I have a standard of this or of that. Like, it's not as like, I don't know. It's something about like expectation that just sounds so like more harsh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you expect someone to carry out an act that they may not be familiar with.
Yeah.
And depending on how many healthy and successful relationships a person have been in, will dictate what some of those expectations look like and how they're played out. So that's why I really don't expect anyone, even you, to do anything.
Why you gonna involve me in that?
I mean, because like, you're my friend.
I get it.
I mean, I don't even expect I expect my dog to do exactly what he does. And he's trained.
And that's safe. That's safe.
And that's on a safe. That's
safe. Yes, that's a safe bet. It's not about what you want someone to do. It's about what they are doing. Not even what they're saying, but what they're doing. Their physical action of what they're doing is what should be looked at and observed.
Can anyone just ever be in a relationship where I love this person for how they are, what they do, and that's it? Like, not because I want you to call me every day, or I want you to text me or do this or do that. I don't know. Sometimes we just gotta roll the dice and
just see what happens.
See what happens.
Right. Shout out to 24 Karat Posse. That's one of their sayings. Roll the dice. Really? Yeah, it is. Okay. I think it's like one of their shirts too.
Well, listen, 24 Karat Posse.
Roll the dice.
Roll the dice.
Roll the dice.
I'm learning that more and more we have to really step outside of Avery, step outside of Vanessa, and just take a look and like, you know what? This is irritating me. And I get irritated really fast. Like, you could sneeze and now I'm irritated. And it has nothing to do with COVID or anything. It's just who I am. Like, you could cough. I'm irritated. Like, I'm slightly irritated because I put out a coaster and you decided not to use it. Like, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm stepping outside of myself to think like, okay, you know what? There's something. There is something, to say like, you don't want to use it.
You know what? I've seen it, and I was like, this is in the way.
But it's okay.
It didn't even come to mind to use it. Like, I didn't even think about using it.
But see, stuff like that happens. And I'm just at the point where, you know what? Everything doesn't need to be.
You want me to get the coaster?
No, it's too late now.
You think so?
You
Okay.
empty.
All right, cool.
Like, everything doesn't need to have a conversation like, you know what? You didn't use a coaster, or you didn't do this, or you didn't do that. I'm learning to just like, you know what? It's okay. And I want to get better at picking and choosing the battles that I decide to bring to the forefront to fight, so to speak.
I believe that.
And
that's good.
Before, I wasn't good at that. I'm just going like, you know what?
I'm going to light them up.
Let's go. I even had to get better with work relationships because I would do that at work. And I'm thinking like, I need my check. I can't be doing that.
Right. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of value in just kind of letting things like be as they are and not getting so sidetracked with expectations and throwing those things into the pulpit. So it's like, I'm learning as I go how to manage my.
You're learning as you grow.
Yes.
So you can manage
yes,
those expectations.
Right. I like that. That's an excellent note to end upon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for being a part of this Creating Impact After Dark. Did we call it After Dark when we first started? Yeah. I don't remember. Late night, after dark, whatever.
It's late.
It's late.
It's late.
It's late. It's getting late.
It's late.
It's late.
It's late. And you got me past my bedtime.
I know. Thank y'all for being a part of this. This is freaking amazing. Definitely leave your comments below. I want to know what you guys think about this. For all of y'all dating in COVID, shout out to you. Let me know what you guys think about managing expectations, standards, relationships, all of the sorts. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. It helps me. It helps this algorithm, all of that sorts. And until then, self-discovery is what makes us all greater. And when we're great, our communities are great. Family, friends, our workspaces. Do that. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being a part of this amazing show. Thank you to my guest, my best friend, Avery, for being part of the show. And until next time, you guys keep being awesome because I know that you're awesome.